Hey everyone, today I want to go over the run feature for stairs. This is going to require a lot of understanding of computing and a lot of understanding of levels. So if you don't feel comfortable with levels right now, I'd strongly recommend that you go back to the previous lesson and become more familiar with it. So there's a couple different types of stairs you can make. There's stair by sketch and stair by component. Today I want to work on stair by component. So go ahead and select that option, or you can just click on the Stair button. Once you do that, you're going to get this dialog box. This is a little bit different from the dialog boxes for other components like doors or walls. Because if you go to the Architecture tab and see that everything is grayed out, that means you can't escape out of it. So you'll see we'll hit Escape, and all the options are grayed out. If that's the case, what you have to do is click on the Modify Create Stair option, and either click the red X or the green check mark. Now, the first thing for creating stairs is understanding the properties of those stairs, as well as your heights. For instance, level 1 to level 2 is 10 feet, and that's why the design stair height is set at 10 feet, because the distance between those two levels is 10 feet. You also have the choice over how many risers you want. In this case, I'm going to put in 20. And then the 20 steps times 6 inches per step gets you the 10 feet that you wanted. Your tread depth could be 11 inches if you wanted. You can always modify these properties. You'll also have different widths available to you as well. So now I'm going to go select the Run feature. And this is one of my favorite features, and one of the easiest ones to do with stairs. Alright, we have an assembled stair, 7 inches with an 11-inch tread. And up to level 2 will be 20 steps, 6 inches. So the calculation's already done. If we set it to 16 steps, it'll automatically determine what the riser height needs to be. So all the math and the hard work is taken out. The computer does it automatically. And that's one of the really nice things about working with levels and components that work within levels. So at the top of the screen, you'll see that the actual run width is 3 feet, which is good, and our run location is center. You can choose left or right, but I tend to do in the middle. So one thing that hopefully you'll be able to see is when you click and start scrolling your mouse over, you'll start to see distances appear. And I'm going to try and zoom in so you can see it. There's actually a riser count that appears, as well as how many risers are remaining to the next level. So right at this point it says there's 10 risers and 10 remaining. If I go ahead and click, you can see the 10 risers listed there. But I still know that I need to create another 10 risers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw out about 4 feet, and if I click now and then drag it out further, you'll see that it goes ahead and creates the remaining 10 risers. And it says that there are 0 remaining. Now, another really nice thing about Revit is that if you start turning the stair, it'll actually start adjusting the landing to reflect those changes and keep them at an appropriate distance. But we'll just keep it straight for right now. You can see along the sides the stringers, which you can modify and change. Most of those, though, are more sophisticated modifications, which we'll go over in a later lesson. But once you're happy with what you have, we will go up and click on the check mark, and you will see your stair has been created. And now if you go into your 3D view, you can see your railing, the actual stair itself, and everything that puts it together. This just makes modeling a whole lot easier. So now if we go into the elevation view, you can see that the stairs run from level 1, which is where its base is at, up to level 2. Excellent. So sometimes you're going to encounter an error when you're trying to create stairs, and this error is going to be because there weren't enough risers to reach the next level. So to demonstrate this, let's go ahead and set the desired number of risers to 20, but instead of making all 20, let's just make 16. Alright, so we'll drag out, and then we'll click. So we wanted 20, but we only laid out 16. So now if we go up and hit the green check mark, it'll create the stairs, but you'll see this warning appear at the bottom of the screen. Stair top end exceeds or cannot reach the elevation of the stair. add or remove risers to reach the top of the stair. Basically, this error is saying that you either didn't create enough steps or you created too many steps. So in this case, we didn't create enough stairs to reach level 2. And you can see that over in the Properties window. It says the actual number of risers is 16. But the problem is that we said we wanted 20. So if I go into my north elevation view, once it loads, you'll be able to see that the stair didn't quite reach the top. It's just short of level 2. Now, note here at this point, when we're dealing with stairs, we're not going to be messing with, head clearance level or whether there's a beam in the way. Those are pretty advanced techniques that we're not really going to deal with right now. And Revit doesn't have a way to know every single detail of your project. Revit is great as a modeling tool, but ultimately the design is still up to you, and you have to look out for all those little details. But anyhow, I'm going to go back to level 1, and I'm going to draw another stair out. So I'm going to go in and set the desired number of risers to 20, just to keep things simple. And I'll draw out 10 stairs, and you can even make the landings perpendicular to the staircase. And we'll have the stairs finish up going back the way we came, and you can see that it actually filled in the gap there for the landing. So we'll hit the check mark, and your stair is there. You can see the railing on the inside, and you can always go to the Properties window and change the type of railing. You can also change the existing types with Edit Type, but these are things we'll cover in later courses. And now if we go into 3D view, you can see our really nice staircase and how it's wrapped around and everything's already set. So that covers it for basic stairs and stairs by components. I'll see you in the next lesson.